Alright, hello everyone. Today we're gonna be doing a playthrough of one of my favorite Touhou fan games, Labyrinth of Touhou 2. Now I'm just gonna abbreviate it to Lot 2, because that's quite a mouthful to say, but we're gonna be doing a complete playthrough of this entire game from floor 1 to the end. But there's a lot of ends, so we'll just get started right now. Let's see. Let's do a new game. This is a screen that'll appear actually whenever you've completed the game previously, and I've played this quite a few times, so don't worry about this for now if you're just starting out with this. But for this run, I'm just gonna exclude everything right now. And I'm not one of those people to read out dialogue, so here you go. Okay, so basically, hard mode is basically where you're limited by your stats based on what level you are, and each boss has a challenge level. that you can't go over if you're in hard mode, unlike normal mode, which you can go over if the battles are way too hard for you. But we're just gonna stick to hard mode so that the battles are more fair. So here we are in the main menu. So this is where you level up, basically. Also, yeah, the game likes to break the fourth wall a lot, so you're gonna be seeing that quite a lot more. But yeah, this is where you level up your characters once you gain experience. You can also get level up bonuses such as gems and jewels, but we'll worry about that later. Special items are for much later, as you can see. We're gonna get a lot of those. You can also de-level your characters in case, you know, you progress really far and you want to refight a few bosses again at, you know, the challenge level. This is a good way to do it. And to make it more convenient, you can set all the characters in your team to the same level. Next up, we got the library. Well, she's had it. You pay money to get more stats. And here are all of the stats. Basically, HP, if you reach 0, your character dies in battle. Attack and magic are the two types of attacks, while defense resist attack and mind resist magic. And speed determines how fast your attack bar moves in combat. Now these affinities all right here, the higher the affinity, the more damage you resist and the less damage you take from that particular element. But we'll worry about that more later. Next up. Okay, so this is where you change out your party members once you gain more party members, which obviously we don't have yet. So yeah, this is where you buy equipment and later create them. You can also sell items here, but that's for later, because you're not going to be able to do much right now. Yeah, so this is where you look at bestiaries and your achievements, which there are a lot of achievements. And the bestiary, now of course we haven't fought anything yet, so the bestiary isn't going to be that useful. Now, treasure boxes are actually really important, since they can really give you a big boost from the floor that you're on and help make boss fights a lot easier, or at least provide some stats or additional perks. But make sure to use them wisely, because you're not going to be gaining a lot of treasure chest keys right now. And this is where you save your data. Now, don't mind this one. This is my old save data, but we're doing new playthrough, so I already have it stored somewhere safe, so we're gonna save right over that. Alright, and here is where we enter the tree. Alright, and here is where we start. Now this is on version 1.107b, if you're wondering what version I'm playing on. So there's a lot of quality of life changes since like the very first version. Now, first of all, you kind of want to start by putting Rino and Kane into the front positions, since the enemies are more likely to target the people on the left rather than the people on the right. And since Marissa and Reimu don't really have as much tank stats as Kane and Rino, you generally don't want to put them there, right, for now. And basically, you can just basically navigate the map, unveiling tiles as you progress. Now obviously you can see some items which are marked in green and some events marked in red, which you can navigate to once you find the pathway. Or Yomu. But we'll find that sword later. And our first battle. Now, because this is a Touhou game, and more specifically a Labyrinth of Touhou game, be prepared to die a lot, even at level 1. These enemies hit hard, and they hit really hard. Oh, by the way, if you want to hit a weakness, that's the best course of action. Now, the weaknesses are more marked in red, while white is marked neutral, basically. So if you're hitting a weakness, it'll do more damage, and if it's marked blue, you'll actually be hitting a resistance, and you don't want to hit those because you'll be doing less damage, of course. Like that. See? Simple enough. Basically, kill them before they kill you, early on. And just like Kane said. Yeah. Okay, first item, piece of art. Now, when you equip stuff, you generally want to equip stuff with the right people, generally. So for tanks like these, you would want to equip this piece of heart, which increases HP by 12% onto a tank. Helps a little bit. Second fight, here we go. Should take him out. Ooh, we got a big group right here. Okay. So yeah, again, same thing. You want to use old history for this, because it hits a weakness. Reimu's more of a status flicker plus a support, so... But she's really good all around, really, so just use a fantasy CL on these guys. And use an asteroid belt. You really want to take them out before they hit, because they're level 4. And Reno, I'm gonna admit, Reno doesn't do much early on, but... he can boost someone barely right now, I guess. Okay, Kane's down, and Reimu almost got taken down, but I think we'll be fine if we boost her speed up. Now, Battle Command boosts all stats, very minor, very minorly, but it's good enough for our purposes right now. And that should take him out. Now that shredded out a lot of Kane's TP, as you just saw, so we have to be careful. Night Eaters are pretty fast, so you may want to be careful of them. He'll need to come back a bit later to recruit her, so don't worry about it too much. Magic Missile's a good single target spell, so we'll use that to take him out. Okay, it's very important that you know how to retreat if you're running low on resources. This is very important, actually, especially if you don't have a good tank up. The front meeting the left and the back meeting the right. This is why I put Reno and Kene up on the left. Hey, our first achievement, yeah. Let's see. 200 steps. Best to save regularly too, just in case you forget. Oh, forgot to swap them. That's fine. As long as we can kill them. If I remember correctly, Ursa wasn't able to do any damage to them, so best to dual form swap here. And Reno, you tank. And we've sacrificed him to the gods. Don't worry, I'll come back after this fight. Oh, by the way, Concentrate recovers MP if you haven't noticed that yet. Boop. And there we go. That is really on the dot. By the way, if you haven't noticed, our protagonists are really lazy in this fan game, so... Alright, cantrip book obtained. Oh. But yeah, you generally won't be able to withstand 1 or 2 hits. At like 2 hits max against these enemies if you don't hurry up and get them. Ooh, a booster. That was actually really lucky drop. Okay, so a cantrip book boosts magic by 12%. Generally these items in this first page will just boost basic stats by a very small amount, but it's useful anyways. I'll give Reimu the booster so that we can go a bit faster. Speed is actually very important in this game because moving first, or just getting more turns in general, can be a lifesaver, not just hitting harder, so best to keep that in mind. Oh dear. Oh. Okay, let's analyze. We could probably take him. Yeah, there we go. Good job, Marissa. Oh, and Renault's TP dropped to 0, so he goes back to base. But don't worry, you'll get more TP as you venture on through the story, so it shouldn't be too much of a problem. Awesome. So yeah, this is the first character you'll get really early in the game. And she's actually pretty good early game, so we'll recruit her as soon as possible when we go to the village. Also, we tend to manipulate people to join our team a lot. So, yeah. Oh dear. Okay, we should probably retreat right now, because we only have 2 members left. Alright, Momiji, going! Heya. I'm gonna actually put in Momiji instead of Reno in the front line, because Reno doesn't really do much throughout the game, unfortunately. Kinda serves a purpose later on, but not really. So here's where, again, if you have enough EXP, you can level up your characters, but I just tend to hit this button because it's a lot faster. You can also put in level bonuses to increase, if you want to allocate into a specific stat, if you want to build. And don't worry about, like, permanent, like, stat allocating. You can reallocate these anytime you want to, so don't worry about it too much. But right now, the boosts aren't too big, so I'm not going to waste time doing that. I'm going to give Momiji a little bit of attack, though, because she's pretty good. Oh, also the reason I can't keep upgrading is because I played hard mode. I picked hard mode. So, I'm limited by my base level times 1.2 of how many levels in stats I can upgrade. Now, that sounds confusing, but it's basically if I'm level 10, then the max I can upgrade for all of these is level 12, basically. Yeah. Let's keep going. Generally, main equipment aren't that impactful at this stage of the game, but a Cypress Stick, it never hurts to have. Especially if you have nothing equipped. There's only 2 people here, so don't worry about them too much. Okay, Momiji, her Expelli Cannon really isn't that good, but her Rabies Bite is pretty nice. Boom. Like that. So she's good at single target hitting, but multi-target it's a bit iffy. So keep that in mind. Let's see. Oh, you can also press A to look at the map whenever you want. It's really helpful for navigating. And there will be a lot of quality of life checkpoints like this, so you don't have to walk all the way back. I mean, right now it's not too small since the map is small, because it's floor 1, of course, but later on it'll become really useful to have these checkpoints. Dang you, squirrel. Die. I'll just normal attack you to death. Boop. Alright. Okay, well, Romeo's dumb as usual. So, let's keep on going then. Bah. That should take you out. Okay, so do you remember what I said about treasure chest keys being a bit limited? Yeah. Oh, well. Thank you, Spawn Battle, for interrupting my conversation completely. So what I was saying is, do you remember what I said about treasure chest keys being limited? Well, yeah, this is why. You can spend them if you want here, but generally I would want, in my recommendation, you would want to spend them later on because the later equipment are really good. But if you want to, I remember there was like in this one there was a small permanent EXP and money boost. This one gives you some good weapons, and I don't know about this one, I actually forgot. But yeah, the boosts here aren't that good, but if you wait later on you'll be rewarded pretty nicely. Since, again, you don't get keys that much right now. But later on you will. This is a Pokemon. Let's see, magic attack, so that's really... Okay, nope, never mind. Get him, Marissa. You might see that staircase over there, but we can't reach it quite yet. The game likes to pull a lot of those pranks on you where you're just out of reach of something. Don't worry, we'll get there soon. Oh dear, there's quite a lot of you this time. Okay. We have an asteroid belt ready. Will that kill? Wow. Good job, Marissa. Really wrecking this floor. Another item. Power Bracer. Power Bracer increases attack by 12%. Kind of see the pattern here with all the basic items right now. Alright, let's concentrate. So we can get MP back. Okay, now that did a lot of damage, but don't expect that to deal consistent damage all the time. Generally, you want to rely on the Rabies Bite instead, because that actually deals quite a bit of damage. Hang on me, we'll need that later, actually. Okay, so you know how in RPGs you're gonna have those special enemies every time? It's these guys. These guys give out a lot of stuff, but you're gonna have to kill them fast, otherwise they'll escape and run away. Just when I had no MP, picked the perfect time. Okay, see, if it's blue like this, you don't want to use that move generally, because you're gonna be hitting a resistance, so I'll use Next History instead. Die. See, we got a little bit more EXP than usual, but every little bit helps right now. See, another quality of life tunnel. Now you can just walk all the way here easily. Oh dear, I have no MP on anyone. Let's run away. Just gonna explore for a little bit. Now, if I remember correctly... Yep. This is a boss, baby. We're gonna fight our first boss very soon. Again, yes, they like to break the fourth wall a lot. So since we're playing hard mode, we have to do the challenge level. But if you're playing normally, if you go equal or less, then you'll get an extra reward. If your team average is less than the level recommended to you. We should run again. Running out of TP. Alright, let's put in Reno so we can keep the exploration going a bit longer. Oop, what's this? Red. See? Kind of overshoot things a lot. The nuts are kind of really tanky and defensive, so we'll skip those for now. And they just left our party, unfortunately. Boop, boop. Okay, yeah, that's the retreat now. since we have a boss coming up, I'm gonna level up some stats. Don't mind me. I'm gonna save. Alright, here we go. We're actually level 2, but the challenge level is level 3. Let's see if we can level up a bit more. We did fight a lot of things here. Perfect. Level 3. Ready to fight. Ready to fight it. We don't really have much to allocate right now, so shouldn't be too big of a deal if we don't put anything in. Alrighty, here we go. It's been a while since I fought bosses at this floor too, so hopefully it'll go alright. Let's see. Okay. And we got interrupted by a random encounter. You gotta love it. Let's just run away so we'll be fully prepared. Damn right we're gonna exterminate this guy. Now this guy spawns in a few minions, but as long as you've got enough power, you should be able to wipe them out in one go. The only hard part is this beginning stage where they'll all hit you at once, but if you have a good tank at the front, it should be no problem. Now you want to use Momiji to hit that guy because, well, he's weak to physical. It seems like we need to buff a bit here. If you need healing during a boss battle, it's good to use exercising border, even though it's costly, it's pretty effective. Or if you haven't taken any damage yet, it's good to buff beforehand in case of a powerful attack. But right now, we're looking really healthy, so we'll just use the Yiming Orb right now. Alright, Momiji, hit him again. Oh dear. Okay. Well, that's fine, we'll just buff again. Okay, see, now Momiji's looking a bit not too good right now, so we'll heal up. Oh dear. Alright, we lost our buffer, but that's fine. We should have enough. We'll heal. Okay, we'll heal Momiji up. We will do a magic missile on it, and within the next attack, we should be able to take him down. And bada bing, bada boom, we got him. Now see, we actually get a lot of stuff for completing at the challenge level, so I would say everything until after post game, you should probably try to do at the recommended level because you actually get some pretty good stuff. How far? 33 minutes in, and this is only floor 1. This game has a lot of content in it, which I love. But we're going to be finishing up this floor somewhat soon, so be a bit prepared for that. God dang bees. Alright, armor. Armor always helps. Momiji's actually scales pretty well with armor too, so it's nice to put it on there. If I remember correctly, we also got some other items now. Now this is really good for Reimu because she does composite attacks. Now composite attacks means that she uses attack and magic in her damage formulas. So this item is really good for that. And Steadfast Ring, it just gives you resistance to Shake. Now Shake basically means if you're afflicted by it, you lose half of your attack bar, which is basically delays your turn, which can be really annoying sometimes. I think we can take him. Just to grind up now so we don't really suffer that much later. Hey, it's Romelia. And Sakia. And Melee. That's what I'm thinking, Marissa. well, we're not going home just yet. We still got a lot of space to cover. Now, okay, let's uncover. Ledge is not too bad. You can think it, if I remember correctly, it just gives more attack, which is always welcome. Oh, and it gives defense. Perfect from Luigi. Ah, the wasps get really annoying. And tiring, too. So we're back. So basically, we have to get 3 mango in order to recruit Rumia. Let's see, we don't have much of the map left to explore right now, so we're just gonna finish that part off, and then we'll be done with floor 1. But first, I just remembered something. We actually need to fix that umbrella. Didn't we? This is actually why I didn't spend any money early on. If I return, that should actually... I forgot when she actually does fix it, but when we should return after this run, that might be fixed. Not exactly sure. I haven't done floor 1 quite a bit. Alrighty. Let's get up to level 5. That should prepare us for good old floor 2. Use Momiji for her bite there. Ah, see, there's another boss right there. We're gonna have to fight someone else soon. Let's just run from that. And that boosts item drop rate by a small percentage. Usually it doesn't matter that much right now, but later on, when you can stack a lot of them, it becomes really useful. Looks like a good farm. Let's just AoE that. Yeah, this ice block blocks the way, so you're gonna have to do something else actually to progress to the next floor, which we will soon be finding out. But first, let me just mop up the rest of this floor. If if I could move. Thank you very much. It's lagging a bit, but well, actually, this whole video may be lagging a bit. I'll try to get it fixed next video. Oop, now there's a boss right there that we're gonna have to fight. But we don't really have the TP for it right now, so or maybe we do. It's level 4 and we're only level 3, so let's fight the challenge level. That would be a lot safer to do. Yeah, so the encounter value, it increases quite a bit and it gets kind of annoying, but you kind of just learn to keep running from everything. Good job, Danny. Yeah, so that's how we get the sword back, and as you can see in the middle of that screen, we have just spawned a new boss fight, so we should be prepared for that, because that's actually quite a difficult one. Well, not difficult, but it's quite a step up from the squirrel we just fought. So let's actually level up. Okay, and now she should have fixed the braille by now. Perfect. And there we go. Actually, best to spend the level up bonuses here, even though they won't do much, but any little bit helps. This is fully magic, so you want to put magic on her. For Reimu, she's mainly composite, but her healing scales with her magic, so I'm gonna invest in magic as well. For the tanks, I'm just gonna invest in HP currently. Actually, I might invest in defense for a minute, because that certain boss we're gonna fight, she actually scales on defense, so... I mean, not scales on defense, but she hits with attack, is what I meant to say. Don't have much money to spend in the first place, so... Actually, before we save, let's go and finish up this one last thing. You still can't get Barcy yet, so don't worry about her. But if we go back here, please stop hitting me. Accidentally went through the dialogue there, but she can probably slow it down. Is this a thing? I actually don't know. Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. Oh my. Now Kogasa is really good at hitting with Dark Element and a really good water nuke as well. So yeah, she's actually a very valuable team member to have. And not only because she hits hard, because of one special thing. If you look at her stats right here, look at her MP recovery rate. Now, when you concentrate, most characters will only recover 2 or 4, and you can tell by their MP recovery rate down on the bottom. See, Reno has 2, and their concentrate will recover 2 times 2. 2 times whatever their MP recovery rate is. So Reno would recover 4 MP from a concentrate, while Marissa would recover 6 MP. But what about Kogasa? She recovers 16. She will be one of the main people who can constantly keep up their attack. Okay. Hopefully we got those technical difficulties sorted out. So yeah, let's continue on with our playthrough. Okay, she's level 5, so I think we can take her. Probably. Well, we'll see. Make sure your team comes ready before you fight a boss, otherwise you may spend turns trying to switch them out and you'll be in a lot of trouble then. Oop. Yeah, so we're gonna have to fight her. And she kinda hits kinda hard. Like that. Okay. I'm gonna buff first, so I don't die immediately off the bat. Have Momiji hitting on the side. Yeah, his heal kinda sucks, so I'm gonna have to be careful about that. Now bosses usually go into multiple phases in this game, even from early on, so you're gonna have to be very careful when he gets into second phase. Alright, Ring's out of MP, so we'll have to swap in. Let's do Marissa. Hopefully she doesn't hit the back. Let's keep buffing. Momiji's almost out, and there it is. Ah, I gotta love that attack. Yeah, we got nothing. Okay. Alright, let's see. It's dark, or nature's okay. Dark will definitely hurt. Then inflicts terror, which on an enemy that reduces all stats by 5%. It's not a lot, but still works. Okay, when someone uses concentrate, that usually means they're about to do a really heavy attack, so best to prepare beforehand before they die. It's really laggy. Oh, right. We can miss here too. Okay. Don't worry, this is fine. Well, I really gotta fix this frame rate later, next video. Okay. Kogasa with a 24% attack boost. Keep hitting them. Ah. Okay. It's very crucial that we... Oh, weird. Okay. But that's kind of what I mean by like their big attack. They usually hit really hard like that. Maybe if Momiji can just stay alive a bit. Oh, she's running out of beams. Yeah, I think we lost this actually. I am a bit rusty at these fights. Maybe you should have gone at level 5. Well, oh, we ran out. Don't worry, losing is an important part of this game. Now, unlike the first game, you can actually just restart the boss. Okay, I had to turn down the quality a bit, but hopefully that should run smoother, theoretically. Oh, we got money. And the training manual. Training manuals are pretty useful. Oh, right, I forgot. Skills, okay. Now, skills are pretty useful because they can provide a variety of boosts to your team, which I completely neglected, and that was probably why I did not win that fight. So basically, when you have a skill menu, you're generally going to get like these main stat boosts on all your characters, as well as these EXP boosts. And then over here, you're going to have these special character-specific boosts down here. Now, the ones that have spell cards in them, they basically, when you upgrade them, you increase their base formula. And it's actually not by that much. You really want to prioritize them later. But something like this is really useful because do you remember when we missed that attack on Kogasa? Using Kogasa, that actually like decreased our DPS by a lot. So having that RNG is really not favorable. As for this, something like this is very useful, right? Because you're going to be increasing your defense, or technically your magical defense, every turn. That's actually really useful in case you need to do something else in the same turn. As for Rainu, when a party member is KO'd, this is actually somewhat useful, but not right now. In fact, we want this because this is actually really overpowered for what it is. If I remember correctly, it was like a 25% reduction. That's massive. That is really massive for such a small amount of skill points. But something like Grand Incantation is actually really good on her too for building her like a magical nuke. But we're not for right now, at least. As for Marissa, if I remember correctly, Sheer Force actually stands out compared to all the others, but we don't have enough points for it. So I think we're just gonna do this because again, it's a percentage boost. It's not as good as the Yokai Buster, but it's still a pretty good Mystic boost, and that's pretty good anyways. For this will be pretty nice to have because debuffing Yomu will be really nice. As for Rasa, well, she already has a bunch of MP regen, so we don't really need it. But this is really good. If you increase stats while being attacked by an enemy inflicted by terror, and she can inflict terror pretty well. Oh, this is also really good too, but we don't have enough points. And that's it. Let's see if we can try to upgrade everybody so that we can survive a bit more. Well, let's focus on defensive stats right now. Now, hopefully that should work. Let's just save our data right now. Oop. Return to floor 1. Right. Let's just set up our team a bit better this time. Let's put this at the back. Reno doesn't really do much, so we'll leave it. Actually, yeah, since Marissa doesn't really hit that, since Kogasa can hit a weakness, we'll put her in first. But we need to be careful about her dying. And let's go through this dialogue again. You can actually just hold Z to go through it really fast. Alright, let's do this. Round 2. Alright, let's buff defense first. And cold, You don't want to hit with cold because that's a resistance. We didn't inflict tear, unfortunately, but that's fine. Okay. It's fine. Let's buff defense so we can let heal everybody. Alrighty. Going a lot more smoothly than last time, I think. But we'll see when she does that attack. Ah, beautiful. We're still pretty healthy. Keep buffing defense so we can let Rei recover her MP and keep healing. Okay, she's about to do her big move. I guess it would be best because MP recovery also affects recovery in the back too. So it would be best to just recover her and put her in the back for now so she doesn't get hit. Let's put our tanks in the front side. Give Reimu an additional chance to survive this attack. Gotta concentrate on Luigi. Increase defense a bit more. Oh, okay. Reno died, but Reimu survives with 4 HP, but that's completely fine. Alive is alive, and we take those. Alright, we should probably try to kill her as soon as possible, otherwise we won't be able to survive much longer. Perfect tear infliction. Rabies bite. Ooh, almost there. If my Kogas... Okay, perfect, she's concentrated, so I think we can finish her off here. Okay, let's do a magic attack. With a... Oh, perfect. Okay. Ooh. This is how it's gonna be a lot of the time. So yeah, Yomu. Yomu is alright. She's not the best character, but she can hit. She's good for a nuke here and there, but she's really not that good in my opinion. But hey, more members is more members. Whoa. I think I will replace her later, but for now, we're just keeping the party because you can never have too many members. Yeah, she's a nuke, so we'll just go full all in on the attack. Really. Training manual. These are actually really good for those skill points I was talking about a little back. I'm not actually sure how to distribute those right now, and it would be a pain to rearrange those if I did mess up, so I'm just gonna keep them on hand for now. Oop. Let me just save file. Got a bit of money on us too, which is nice. Level 5. We're actually prepared for that boss, which was actually recommended level 4. Oh, right. That reminds me, we're playing on hard mode, so we're gonna have to de-level to level 4, because we're not gonna meet the challenge level. There we go. Now we've met the challenge level, and now we can fight. Oop. Let's just go all the way back. Oh, by the way, remember when I was talking about that manga meat earlier? Well, here we go. Wait, did I show that already? I have a bad memory. Boop. Alrighty, should be near the boss now. You can actually move to floor 2 if we wanted to by going through that ice block now. But I'm just gonna fight the boss first because there's no really harm in doing it. Ow, okay. We're gonna take a hit off the TP there, as you can see, but I think we can make it. There's Chen. We're all level 4, that's why the recommended level was 4, because they'll actually overwhelm you quite quickly if you don't hurry. Best to use a bunch of AoE here and just take them out as soon as possible. There you go. Very simple boss fight, but it works. Because of the damage we took there, that will actually hurt us a lot. And yeah, as you can see, you could probably notice that there was some stuff that we didn't collect. That's where we have to go to floor 2 and then go back down to floor 1. But for now, we've reached the end. I guess we'll fight them so that we don't lose too much TP. Just gonna run away at first. Oh. Alrighty. Momiji's gone, but if we put the others in the front, we should have enough TP just to make it through. Also, if you're curious about what Yomu's moves are, actually I haven't really demonstrated Kogasa's moves either, so I guess we can just try them out a little bit here. So, oops, that was a concentrate, not a form swap. Oh, we can, okay. So basically, this is her normal spell, really. It does a little bit of damage, but it's okay. This one actually doesn't do too much more damage, especially for its MP cost. But it's good if you just need a big nuke or a semi-decent nuke. These two can actually hit resistances. So, like, because you don't really have a wind right early on, so this is actually pretty useful if you need to hit a wind weakness. But other than that, it's she's alright. Although she can mob though, I'll admit she can mob, but look, it just used up all her MP. So yeah, that's a big problem. Her MP usage is just way too high for what she offers. And she doesn't have Kogasa's MP regen either, so yeah. Welcome to floor 2. And it's beautiful. We'll get to the checkpoint. I think we'll end it off here. Oh yeah, don't worry. It's gonna take a lot more than a day. Yeah, so it's basically just a checkpoint. And yeah, that's it. That's floor 1 for now. Next up, floor 2. And as you can see, got a lot of stuff to go over. So yeah, see you next episode.